Baseball star Alex Rodriguez is asking a federal court to let him play next season. Legal papers show the arbitrator who upheld a year-long suspension was convinced that the Yankee slugger used performance-enhancing drugs. Rodriguez's lawyer, Joe Tacopino, tells Jim Axelrod that the arbitrator was biased, and he says the players' union failed to defend A-Rod.
We have circumstances regarding a lack of due process, a lack of fundamental fairness, undue influence on the arbitrator, and most importantly, a punishment that was handed out that still is in excess of anything that you could find in the joint drug agreement or the collective bargaining agreement.
But if your judge looks at all this and says, no, I think this was done in a fair way, you're all done.
Pretty much. I mean, that's where it seems like the line would be drawn.
CBS News legal analyst Jack Ford is here. Jack, good morning.
Good morning.
So what is A-Rod, his legal team, hoping to achieve here?
It's an uphill battle for them because courts generally are reluctant to get involved with private arbitration proceedings. The reason is that when you have a collective bargaining agreement, the entire purpose is let's keep the courts out of our dispute here. Let's create a mechanism where we can resolve it ourselves. So generally speaking, then courts don't want to get involved in it. They will, on occasion, a couple of exceptions, a couple of areas where they will get involved. And that's what you're seeing Alex Rodriguez's lawyers arguing here. One is if you claim that your union, which is supposed to be representing you, because you give up your personal right to sue your employer, it's up to your union to protect you, if you claim that they basically abandoned you. And that's what Alex Rodriguez is saying here. And he's burning some bridges with his union. The other argument that you can make to get a court interested is that the whole process was so fundamentally flawed that it's just not right to say this was your only chance to get this dispute resolved here. And that's the arguments they're making. The question is whether there are facts to support that.
I was going to say, what do you think of those arguments and whether there are facts to support them?
They're tough arguments to make. And again, statistically, you rarely see judges get involved in. Sometimes they do. But you need to have the facts. Now, the union has jumped out now, and they said this is outrageous for him to claim we didn't defend him because we did everything we could. And obviously, the arbitrator is, in Major League Baseball, saying the arbitrator is fair. Legally, it's not enough to say, I disagree with this. There has to be more.
Sorry, when I asked you what is he hoping to achieve, too, not only by this filing, but is it that he wants to be reinstated, or he says it, or is that he really wants some leveraging power in terms of a settlement and getting some of that money that the Yankees still owe him?
First thing he wants is this. Plus, there's $25 million on the table. He wants to get some of that back, but he wants to play baseball again. He's only got about a year or two left, and most people will say that.
You really think that'll
happen?
So
well, what they're doing here, they're filing this lawsuit because now they're going to ask the judge to issue an injunction to basically say, stop. Put a hold on everything here until this case plays out completely. And in that manner, he's hoping to be able to play next year while this halt is placed, while everything else is being litigated there. So that's the most important thing for them right now, is to try to get him, from his perspective, try to get him back on the field.
Yeah, I heard you say that it's an uphill battle for Alex Rodriguez, but there seems to be a move in favor of him by people after they watched the 60 Minutes piece saying it's a little smarmy, this guy, that he was paid by the major league organization for his security, that cash was delivered in brown paper bags. Does that hold any weight for Alex Rodriguez?
In the court of public opinion, yes. In this courtroom, probably no. But you're right. It doesn't. It feels smarmy. It feels just distasteful.
And he's
now,
never
is it
tested
illegal?
Positive, Jack.
He's never tested positive. Is it illegal for Major League Baseball to pay this guy to testify? No, it's not. Is it distasteful? Does it feel just sort of not right? Yes. But the arbitrator, looking at this, said, I looked at other evidence to see if I could substantiate it. But again, Alex Rodriguez's lawyers say, and they have interesting arguments to make. I'm not saying that they don't have a chance here. The chance is small, but they have some interesting arguments saying this whole package, paying for the guy, not letting them call Bud Selig as a witness, they say is all probable.
The story continues. Thank you, Jack.
Yeah, it does.